Okay, this will be the first room I've gone into 3 times. Greg with United Home Audio emailed me and said he's got something special for me to hear. They've been playing awesome stuff all weekend. Rage Against the Machine, stuff you normally don't hear. Hey, you got that?
Now the amp.
This is. You think this should be fine, huh?
The amps are 300 Bs, you said?
Correct.
It's okay.
There are 603 B tubes per channel, delivering 50 watts trial Class A.
Okay.
Single-ended.
6 a channel?
6 a channel.
One thing is this finish is very similar to that liquid copper on the Aries Syrah. Beautiful.
Yeah, the input
Beautiful
comes
job.
into one tube. That
These
is
Thrax
4
are
output
killer
tubes.
looking.
The sixth one is for the shunt regulator.
To be honest, if you're gonna do gauges, this is my favorite way to do it.
Same brand on all
Very
Yes.
sleek, and it's readable. Really
And then
cool.
The preamplifier has 2
Ready?
300 B tubes per channel.
Okay. Well, it's like somebody
So-
else listening to this stuff.
All right. Oh, here we go. This is best room in the show now. That's on. You got this on tape? Yeah. Oh my God.
Money comes out of dad's billfold. Hankies come out of mom's purse. The engine hardly makes a sound, even when you put it in reverse. It's got a push button transmission, hardtop convertible 4-door. It's November of '63, and the brand new Dodge is a '64. The brand new Dodge. And we're rolling slow down Main Street, the asphalt and the gravel crunch. Church is finally over, and we're gonna have our Sunday lunch. And then I will play football with my buddies down in the park. Later I'll dream about my girlfriend as I lie alone in the dark, as I lie alone. Got short red hair and blue eyes, and her swimsuit's also blue. And her little brother is retarded, but Jesus loves him too. And Jesus loves our president, even though he is a Catholic. There's a lot for a boy to think about as he walks along the railroad tracks, as he walks along. And my sister won't get car sick, 'cause we're only going half a mile. And the car still has that new car smell, and Dad looks like he might smile. And the world is big and full of autumn, and I'm hungry as can be. And we're in our brand new '64 Dodge, November of '63. November
That's awesome. Now you're gonna make me have to get a tape deck. Everything by Greg Brown is good.
Okay.
You gotta get him. That's awesome.
You haven't lost him again? He's still with you all the time? Good. Are you going to CAP this year? To the Capital Audio Fest?
Haven't decided yet. We're going to Seattle.
I'm going to Seattle too. Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, that's it. Haven't decided yet. I love that.
So Greg, just in case people haven't seen my other videos, you want to maybe walk through some of their deck a little bit? Let me get some flare here.
Yeah, this is the new United Home Audio Super Deck. This is a culmination of years and years and years of trials, tribulations, and generally a desire to push the envelope about as far as I could with tape. So there were no compromises. The chassis are all machined out of billet aluminum. Not only that, but on the inside is a 3/4 inch layer of Richlite material on the sides and the bottom of all the chassis for extra dampening and vibration avoidance. In terms of vibration avoidance, we also use the Hifistay footers underneath the head amp and also underneath the outboard power supply. This is a 3-box system. You
Look
got
at
the
this
outboard-
power supply. It's
Yeah, that's the outboard.
probably almost 80 pounds or more, huh?
Yeah, it's heavy. It's got 3 toroidal power transformers in it. One runs the tape transport and everything in there, and then one runs the right channel and one runs the left channel. So you have complete separation of church and state. And just a couple of small points, like the boards in here, for example, are all custom made boards. They're hyper pure copper with a layer of real gold on top, real gold on the bottom, and then a ceramic dielectric, certified for use in outer space. But what it does is it has big wide runs, and there's no way the signal could ever permeate into the board or out of its predetermined signal path. You just can't do it because of the gold. Not to mention the gold, the ceramic dielectric. Well, in terms of capacitors, I looked around at a bunch of different off-the-shelf capacitors, you know, what people usually use, and thought, well, maybe there could be something better. And one of the guys on my team had designed capacitors in his previous life. He was always an audiophile, so he had a design for an audio capacitor, and it was very, very specific. Everything had to be just right, the right copper film, the right DuPont Teflon dielectric, the right assembly process, gold leads, real gold leads. But then also we didn't want to spray molten tin on the end caps because tin doesn't sound good. We wanted sprayed copper. Nobody really wanted to mess with it until Wilson Audio bought REL caps, reliable capacitors.
Okay.
So I contacted somebody at Wilson Blake and said, would you guys take a stab at it? They said, sure. 9 months later, package arrives, listened to them, beautiful, wonderful. So then bought capacitors for the whole run. And what was interesting is when they arrived, they had printed on their United Home Audio Super Cap. And I said, Super Cap? They said, yeah, well, what goes in a Super Deck, a Super Cap? So they were all labeled like that. And anyway, the process has been long, arduous, and trying to do this, assembly all of these specialty parts in the pandemic was not an easy thing to do, but it's done. The whole first run is sold out. Have deposits now on the second run.
And this isn't cheap, right? This is 6 figures, like, almost?
It's $90,000 without the rack.
Okay.
The rack system.
Yeah, this thing is impressive.
The rack system allows a couple of things to happen. One, you can house the tape transport here on your top shelf, but you can also house the outboard head amp as well on the top shelf. Then you only need one more shelf in your rack
Okay.
for the outboard power supply. But an added benefit is that there are 11 contact points all around the tape transport that hold it into the rack, and they are designed specifically to support the weight of the transport, and they allow vibration dampening as well for the tape transport.
So yeah, you're thinking of everything.
Trying to, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's very rare that you can say something is the best in this hobby without any argument. This is as close as it comes to being able to say it's the best without anybody really arguing with you. United Home Audio in general, you know, they're normal stuff, but this thing is a coup de grace. You know, it's like,
Yeah, my decks started at like 26,000 and go up. So,
Okay.
But they're not studio decks. These are audiophile decks. There's a big difference.
'cause, yeah,
I mean, if you ever been to a recording studio, and look at their cables, and look at the cables in the audio world, you'll see.
Yeah, it's a different-
There's a little bit of a difference going on there.
yeah. So everything is thought of here, sound-wise, for audiophiles and aesthetic too. I mean, you can't dismiss that anymore. And this is just beautiful. Quality of construction, pride of ownership is top notch with this. So, and thanks for playing, Greg Brown. That wins best of the show I've heard so far in terms of song. You want to tell us a little more about the amps, Oz? I mean, these are awesome.
Yeah, these are the Thrax Spartacus monoblocks. They are a 50-watt triode Class A amplifier based on 300B tubes. As you can see, there are 6 of them. Even the shunt regulator is basically controlled by a 300B tube. It's got also its matching preamplifier, the Libra. This is the preamplifier. This is again a 300B based preamplifier with its outboard power supply.
Interesting. Okay.
And it's got 2 300B tubes per channel on the preamplifier as well.
Yeah, this is another brand that just puts the aesthetics and sound quality together. Like I say, I think they do gauges better than anybody. So,
Also, these rack systems, Jason, are pretty interesting by Hifistay.
Yeah.
okay, I haven't run into them.
We're the importer for them.
Okay.
And they are basically, as you can see, like a gyro tension. They move left, right, up and
Interesting.
down,
Way back.
and forward and backwards, so they dissipate the energy. Like Greg showed you on his tape deck, there are isolation footers here
So
and
that's
here.
theirs. Okay.
They're basically, again, doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Dampening all the vibration. But what's really unique about the stands, they're an X-frame, as you can see here.
Okay.
So you can adjust them to the width and to the depth of the component.
Okay.
And without having the need to use the shelf, you can actually rest your components float in the air and support them with these footers here, which basically rotates 270 degrees on top of the X-frame.
Very nice.
To give you an idea, I mean, the viewers will basically immediately see it in your video. This shelf is exactly the same as the amp stand, but you see the depth adjustment of these ones versus the depth of the monoblocks.
So that's clever. You got basically the same product
Yes,
with a lot of variability.
yes,
So do you buy it in a modular fashion, or you?
yes.
Okay.
Here we're showing different column lengths.
Okay.
So this is about 20 centimeters. This is 25. This is at 30. So
Okay.
you can order them in different heights.
Okay.
They're not adjustable afterwards. You have to pre-order them.
Okay.
They come in black or silver,
Okay.
or they
Two-tone?
can do it even copper.
Oh, copper. Okay. Can you do two-tone or?
Yeah, the two-tone is going to be only on the columns.
Okay.
The X-frame is always
Always
black.
black. Okay, so that would look cool with the contrast. That
Yeah.
Yeah. Really cool. Yeah, I'm glad you pointed that out. All right. Well, you're the first room I've visited 3 times, so
Thanks a lot.
great job.